He hasn't admitted so, but I believe they've been intimate regularly since. I asked why, who, how, so many questions. I didn't give him time to answer as I began to spiral again. He said it was Emily, a name that didn't mean anything to me. I half laughed and said, am I supposed to know who that is? And he said, James's Emily. Y'all, you ready for the fucking roller coaster ride? Because here it comes. Here comes the loop-de-loo. James is our 18-year-old son. Emily, the 19-year-old, is his ex-girlfriend. My husband is sleeping with my son's ex-girlfriend. And do we remember the title of the story? She's pregnant and she doesn't know who daddy is. Well, I can think of two possibilities right now. Could it be her son and her husband? The fuck? Oh, no, 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 no. Loop-de-loo. Here we go. James is our 18-year-old male son. Emily, 19 female, is his ex-girlfriend as of 2 months ago. Remember, affair started 4 months ago. So bitch was diddling daddy and son. She was so angry in that moment. I shouted for him to get out, and I didn't want him anywhere near me. I couldn't stand to look at him or listen to what he had to say next. How could he try to excuse not only having an affair, but with our son's ex, who our son is still broken up about? She broke up with him 2 months prior, which is what had him very upset, as they had a sensible and very positive relationship for over a year. She was fully welcomed into our home, and I was quite fond of her. The whole family had been sad to hear that they had broken up. His younger siblings saying how they missed her coming around. I apologize. I'm getting away from things. This is still so much to think about and hard to actually put down. My husband told me the reason he was coming clean to me now was that Emily had confided in him 2 weeks ago that she's pregnant, but she's unsure as to who the father is. She said it could be him or James, our son. He told me he hadn't planned for or wanted any of this. He didn't initiate the relationship. He tried to not get close with her, but he wasn't strong enough mentally, and it just happened. Just happened. Okay. I just happened to be walking by Channing Tatum. I didn't just happen to get pregnant and fall on his dick. Good Lord. Upon hearing that, I got up and left. I just couldn't stay and listen to him any longer. I drove 30 minutes away and checked into a hotel for the night, turning my phone off. I went into work the next day as normal, returning home to the kids out once again and him waiting by the door, eyes red, begging me to talk to him. I didn't have the energy to talk or argue. I just walked up to my room, laid in our bed, and he begged me, crying again. I'm not delusional enough to believe anything he says regarding how it was all her initiating the flirting. She's 19 and he's more than twice her age, for God's sake. He didn't act in this alone, but to try and place all the blame on a teenager is quite frankly pathetic and makes me sick. It's been a few days since, and nothing has resolved. Things are back to normal for the sake of our children. James doesn't know about the affair or possible pregnancy. They're all back home, and I'm trying to make things appear as normal as possible just until Christmas is out of the way. I don't want this affair mess to ruin what should be a joyful time of year. I've hardly spoken to my husband since, except for when the children are around. Having to share a bed with him disgusts me. He's tried to cuddle me and get me to kiss him in front of the children, and I feel so much animosity to him. I fear my depression that I struggled with as a teenager will come back. I just want to cry everywhere. My heart is broken, not just for myself, but for our family. I know James needs to know, and sooner is better, but I don't know that I can be there for us both right now. How do I even try to figure this out? When is the right time to tell James? I know it's so silly to think we could keep this a secret until Christmas is over, but I don't have any idea where to start. It just feels like the worst time for all of this. I don't know how I feel regarding everything I know. I'm nowhere near finding a solution or thinking of next steps. I'm mostly concerned for my son and the fallout this will have between him and his father and our other two children. Oh, OP, First off, I am so sorry that your husband turned out to be a complete piece of shit scumbag. Okay. Because anybody who would sleep with their child's ex, and by the way, since she just broke up with James 2 months ago, but the affair, the physicality started with your husband 4 months ago, means she was tagging both at the same time. Now, your son didn't know that, but your husband did, and he did it anyways. That is disgusting. I don't care that she's legal. That is disgusting. To do that, not only did he cheat and break his vows with you, the audacity. You slept with your son's girlfriend. Oh, and now she's pregnant. And that's probably why he sent the kids to go be at his mom's house, because when you found out, when he had to tell you that he had been cheating on you, and you found out that it was your son's recent ex, he knew you'd say something. Guess what? It is not your job to gatekeep his secrets, his bad actions. And I am going to tell you, the longer you wait to tell your son, no matter what, this is going to crush him. This is going to destroy their relationship. And you know what? It is not your job to keep it together. That is your husband's job to figure out, because he's the one that has lambasted this motherfucker. Okay? Not you. But the longer you hold it in, your son could blame you as well, because the messenger typically is the one that receives it, right? You need to tell your son now, not after Christmas. And there's no fucking way in hell I would be pretending for the kids, especially after you said your husband is purposely trying to cuddle up and get you to kiss him in front of the kids. He's using those kids to try and get his way with you. Stop letting him use your children as a weapon against you, because that's what he's doing. If you got to let him stay in your room, cool. There's a floor for a reason. There is no reason why he is in your bed. He lost the rights to share a bed with you when he stuck his cock inside of a 19-year-old. Straight up. Stop being nice. Stop trying to be a people pleaser, thinking you're protecting your other children. You're not. What you are showing your other children is, oh, so if I get cheated on, I might have to accept that. Those are the things they're gonna see. Show them what a strong person you are, and be strong. If you can't do it for yourself, the one thing I know you can do is pull that mama bear card. You can be strong for your kids, and you need to be strong for your kids in this, because your husband, ew. I don't even have anything nice to say. Just